Hey guys, it's RebelQueen. Uh, First off, I hope you guys had a very Merry Christmas and a good New Year. Uh, I know a few of you've probably seen Albion's video, so you know the situation, some of the situation going on. Uh, that's kind of one reason why I haven't posted anything kind of following that, because everything was still pretty rubbed raw there, even though had played some things, had watched a few things, but in light of that situation, just it just didn't feel right to post anything following that, as I'm sure some of you can probably agree on that. Um Albion is doing better. We think he might be over. Um, as you guys can guess, with Albion's own grandfather having COVID and they were stuck in the house together, Albion himself had caught COVID. Albion is doing better as well. We think he might be over uh, COVID himself, but he's in the process of getting his own test done to find out if he is actually negative now. And pretty much just kind of going through all that major BS with there, because let's just say that there's a lot of legalities there that's Albion's business. I'm not getting into that, but I'm actually doing this movie review for a film that just came, that Netflix just put up. They're putting it as a Netflix original, but it came out back in 2019. But apparently it never made its way here to the US or anything. But even though it is in English, don't worry. So if you go on to Netflix, you can watch it, don't worry. It's called Charming. And basically, you know how, like, in the whole... Oh, sorry. That was my phone. I had a reminder set for something, which I already had done the deal. But anyway, as I was saying, the movie is called Charming, and basically, you know, in the fairy tales, basically Prince Charming saves the princess, da 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 da. And the movie and that was a text from Albion. God, I'm trying to do this and I'm getting stuff blowing up my phone. But anyway, the movie kind of takes a little play on that, because basically in the movie, our Prince Charming, or Felipe Charming, because that kind of seems to be like one of the classic things in a lot of the stuff where he's called Philip Charming, or just Prince Charming. Basically, instead of the prince having to save the princess, basically he has to go on this quest to break a curse on himself instead of break the curse on the princess. Because apparently when his father went on this one little adventure to prove himself, basically the events that transpired there led to the prince, when he got his royal christening as a baby, led to him having so much charming put on him that basically any woman who sees him falls in love with him. Yeah, you can imagine that all the men in the kingdom are pissed at him, because all their girlfriends or loves basically go, "Oh, Prince Charming!" And the king is like, oh my god. And basically, Albion. And the king is just kind of like a little upset because basically Charming can't see what's wrong here. Not now, beauty. So, and basically the curse comes to a big fruition on his 21st birthday, which is coming up. So, he has on his, basically for his true love, he has 3 princesses on the line that is following into our, basically the whole stereotypical fairy tale stuff. Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella, and Snow White. So basically the movie kind of follows along him doing this whole thing, but basically the person who is the one who becomes his love interest is the one girl in the kingdom who, for whatever reason, does not fall in love with him at first glance. So it's kind of weird how when she's basically taking him through this whole gauntlet thing, they do kind of get to know each other and stuff, and she does, even though she's in disguise as a guy through the whole thing, knowing his reputation, she does kind of come to know him and starts going, could he be the one? Can I let my heart out there? But it is a very interesting movie, and it's very funny, and the music in it is very interesting. It's by like a pretty, at least to us, a no-name studio. Pretty much just like a lot of hijinks and stuff are in it. It'll be fun for the kiddos to watch, and definitely fun for you to sit and watch with them too. If I had to give it a rating it from 1 to 10, I'd say 8.5, 9. Because the animation and stuff held up, and just for the sheer fact that, as you guys know, like, as I've pointed out before, in these videos and on the Let's Plays and, in these videos and when we're doing the streaming, I am a bibliophile. I've pretty much watched, like, all the different Disney stuff. I've even read the Brothers Grimm, complete Brothers Grimm stuff, and, like, pretty much, like, any version of the different fairy tale stuff. So I have been able to kind of go, huh. And even, like, just, like, different variations of, like, when people are compounding this stuff to do their own versions of things. So I'm kind of like, that's an interesting take on this story. So it was kind of interesting to see how they did this. Because, after all, it was kind of like I said, it was pretty much like the prince having to break a curse on himself. Otherwise, mass chaos, instead of having to break a curse on a princess and mass chaos. So that was an interesting take. But I know we're starting to kind of get, I know we're getting, like, the vaccines and stuff out there, but that's still no excuse to not be wearing the masks and stuff. Kind of going back to what happened with Albion's grandfather. What happened, I don't know if Albion's going to be okay with me sharing this, but what happened with him was, basically, he went to go see some family members. They didn't tell him that there were sick family members, and he forgot his mask in his vehicle. So that's what happened. So, guys, remember your masks. I mean, I know we're all sick and tired of having to mask up whenever we go out and we're going to be around people, but what happened with Albion's grandfather is a very, very real reminder of why we need to do this. Because, I mean, I know we've got the vaccine and stuff, but even then, they have said themselves, even when you get vaccinated, it's not going to stop it's not going to be 100% deal. I mean, hell, even when you get the flu vaccine, it's not a 100% guarantee that you're not going to get it. It just lessens the chances of it. So you guys need to make sure you're masking up and social distancing and everything. It's just, so you guys need to be careful and all that. Especially if you've got family members who are in the high risk category. And you also need to be wearing the freaking masks correctly. No, basically, don't be wearing them to where they're not covering your nose and stuff. That's not wearing them correctly. Make sure they are covering everything. So basically like this and stuff, because you want to be sure you're safe and all that. I know you're probably sick and tired of hearing all this, but we're still in freaking danger zone. And it doesn't help matters that because of what just happened in the Capitol, there's probably going to be a major outbreak from that. But yeah, so uh uh anyway, just guys, be careful, wear the stuff correctly, be safe. Kind of like Albion said in his video when he let you guys know what had happened. We kind of don't know what is going to happen here with the channel and the streaming stuff. Considering what just happened, but obviously the YouTube stuff will be a little bit easier for us to keep going than the streaming stuff, at least considering considering each of us could upload stuff more independently on YouTube, but because even Albion has kind of said himself, when it comes to the streaming stuff, when he's by himself, he doesn't really feel like streaming, but we're going to try and figure this out, people. It's just, with all the chaos that's going to be happening in the upcoming months, considering his situation, and everything, we'll get it figured out, and, now that, everything has kind of had a chance to, hello, okay, and now that things have kind of had a chance to die down, from his grandfather's passing, we'll see about getting stuff going again on putting stuff out there. But anyway, again, I hope you guys had, even though with everything going on, I hope you guys had good Christmases, good New Year's. I hope you guys were able to enjoy it with family members you were able to see. For first responders that are watching this, thank you guys for doing what you do. I know it can't be easy during this time. Because especially considering I have been paying attention to the news, I know things are hectic, so thank you guys. But anyway, this has been Rebel Queen. We'll see you guys later. Bye.